All right. Hello, everybody. My name is David Drishpan, and I'm the CEO of Tesserae Technologies, and I'm very happy to be here. Today that we will be talking about no-code cloud ERP and how we're revolutionizing our industry with no-code applications. A little bit about myself. I was Chief Operating Officer of Ceramic Techniques for 5 years and Vice President for 2 years before going into IT consulting and launching Tesserae Technologies with the goal of creating a new cloud ERP for our industry's manufacturers and distributors. So let's talk about ERP, which is usually not everybody's most famous topic here. They push right or left? Left? Yeah. Okay, hold on. Technical difficulties. Okay, that worked. Great. Okay, so we're going to talk about ERP, which is usually not everyone's favorite topic to talk about. Usually people want to talk about client relationship management, CRM, because that's what everybody likes to talk about. But talking about ERP usually induces some painful winces. And this is a statistic that I've been using for a few years now that I think encapsulates and summarizes the legacy last generation of ERP. And that's nearly 50% of software implementations fail the first time, and they cost 3 to 4 times more than what was initially budgeted. And that's, I think, one of the main reasons why people don't often look at ERP as either a major cost reducer or especially revenue generator. But with no-code development, companies can actually reduce their costs and make something like this a thing of the past. Now, what's been happening in the last decade or so with cloud ERP is your on-premise ERPs have been starting to migrate to the cloud. And a lot of companies might be using a cloud ERP. Some out there include Microsoft Dynamics or Acumatica, for example, or Oracle NetSuite. But this is what I call legacy cloud, and there are actually a lot of challenges even with what we call legacy cloud. Related to those are costs related to complexity. So a survey was taken of 330 CIOs actually in the UK in September of 21, and 73% believe that cloud technology has actually created more complexity for them, not less. 70% of that same population think that cloud technologies mean that they have less control over their data. And companies average 23% over their budget on cloud spending and estimate that 30% of their outlays are wasted. So if you put all these together, why would companies transfer to the cloud? Well, they're doing it for many reasons: business agility, security, safety. But what we're finding is that many companies aren't realizing those cost savings that they thought they would get when they moved to the cloud. Talking about other challenges that companies have with ERP, and especially with cloud ERP, and transitioning from on-premise to cloud, are really extra costs that can threaten the success of the project. So double bubble costs relating to complexity. Complexity increases implementation time. Longer implementation time increases costs. Hidden costs may also arise when platforms and tools are not understood. Usually, cloud platforms involve multiple tools to be integrated with various different functionalities. Implementation and integration costs can continue beyond years 2, 3, and 4 because of complexity and difficulties with implementation and integration. And finally, if a company doesn't have solid financial accounting rules in place when they do a cloud or ERP transition, they're going to encounter lots of problems and additional costs down the line. So these are all different costs that companies should be aware of and challenges as they're looking at cloud ERP and migrating to the cloud. However, if a cloud implementation is done correctly, like how most companies with the goal of cloud implementation and cloud ERP like to do, there really is true value in a correctly implemented cloud. And so let's talk about, just from the cost side, what should a company be looking at with a properly implemented cloud? Well, you can see that across the board, especially in the areas of supply chain management, manufacturing, and marketing and sales, there should be a significant reduction in basis points in costs and a fairly significant positive impact to the bottom line, to EBIT. So with that in mind, we want to create a cloud platform that can help companies achieve these cost savings and these goals quicker and faster than ever before. And that's where no-code development comes in. And no-code development is the next generation of cloud ERP. So let's talk about what are the benefits of no-code before we actually dive in and talk a little bit more about exactly what no-code is. Well, there are many benefits to no-code, primarily in the areas of reducing costs and increasing revenues through growth. There's lower costs in no-code because your time to implementation, time to develop applications, and your IT staff that's needed to maintain no-code environments is drastically reduced. No-code development gives companies greater business agility because companies are able to react to changes in their business mission and create new applications, new processes, and new workflows 20 times less than traditional development environments. Increase productivity across teams and enhance customer experience because no-code environments and development applications create streamlined applications that are simpler to use and quicker to bring to product. Better risk management because no-code environments allow companies to stay ahead of the curve when it comes to security and databases and web services. So a company using a no-code environment doesn't have to worry about underlying technologies because they're dealing with just their business data and their metadata. And improve security. No-code development environments are fully SOC 2 qualified, and then also with no-code environments, updates and patches are done while companies are able to maintain their business operations. So you don't have to stop operations for costly upgrades. So since we talked about some of the benefits of no-code, primarily lower cost to develop applications, quicker time to develop applications, and greater functionality, let's talk about what no-code looks like with Nextworld. And Tesserae Technologies is a solution developer partner with Nextworld. Nextworld is a new cloud ERP, the only ERP suite to develop their applications on a truly no-code environment. So when we're developing no-code with Nextworld, when you think of no-code, it basically is what it says. You don't need developers to create business applications and business processes. The business analyst, the business people are the ones that are creating the applications and the workflows and the processes. So here's actually a screenshot straight out of our application, Tesserae on Nextworld. And as you can see, it's object-oriented. There's no code. You don't need to know SQL or anything. No code involves no programming language, an intuitive graphical definition of the business, and built-in integration, testing, and reporting. So the business people can create the business software, not the developers. Here's an example where we're creating a business workflow, and the workflows are represented graphically, just like any flow diagram that a lot of people might be familiar with. And then the next question is, how do you develop in no code if there's no code? Well, here's a little screenshot of what no-code development looks like in Nextworld. It's object-oriented development. It's logic, and it's business data. So the idea about no-code is putting the citizen developer, the business analyst, in charge of developing the programs. So working with Nextworld in the Tesserae ERP, Nextworld has a no-code application development platform called Nextbot, and that's where we develop the applications, and we use what's called logic blocks to actually create the logic in their applications. And we're able to generate new applications from updated code within seconds, dynamically, which is another big difference between full code environments. And by generating these applications in the cloud, we're able to create what's called our ERP platform, which consists of the Nextworld core ERP, which are ERP functions and modules that we're all familiar with in the ERP world, financials, procurement, manufacturing, and sales. But then the no-code environment allows solution developers like us to quickly develop industry solutions at half the cost in half the time. So you'll see in the Next World environment, I highlighted the box called Industry Solutions, and that's where Tesserae falls into this ecosystem as an industry solution specialist in the tile, stone, and floor covering manufacturing and distribution industry. So building with no code actually allows us in Tesserae Next World to build from the ground up all the ERP applications and the other applications that we are going to use in our environment. So that's everything from the ground up, from sales orders to sales quotes to invoices, are all applications built on this no-code platform. And as a solution developer, we build the same applications using those same tools. So it allows us to customize and extend those applications, again, faster, quicker, and cheaper than any of the existing ERP platforms out there. And this is just an example of a sales dashboard where you have different reports, sales orders on hold, and these are all using no-code applications. So I talked about being an industry specialist, and how does no-code development allow Next World to create these industry solutions? So Next World is teaming up with industry experts to build these solutions. An example of these industry cloud, which is the next generation of ERP, is New Verge, and they have an industry solution for wineries and breweries. RemLogix has an ERP solution for real estate management. And now Tesserae Technologies is the new solution developer with Next World, and we're developing this solution called Tesserae for the tile, stone, floor covering industry manufacturers and distributors. So what's actually in the industry solution? Using the no-code platform and our experience in the industry, we've been able to build an out-of-the-box ERP suite designed for the industry's distributors and manufacturers, all using the same no-code that the ERP itself is built off of. So in the Tesserae industry solution, you get the core ERP, financials, projects, sales, procurement, manufacturing, and supply chain, but then out of the box, completely integrated, and part of the solution is Tesserae, where we've built industry-built applications built on no-code, including application and design specification management, design for management, streamlined sample processes. We've integrated parcel and freight management with Cubics, and so we have a fully integrated TMS. We have an ocean container management and receiving application. We have a value engineering tool, and much more. And we've been able to build all this faster and less expensive because of the no-code application. And because of that, that allows us to bring this new ERP market solution to market faster and for less cost to the users than ever before. So the no-code breakthrough, which allows us to bring this incredibly advanced ERP suite to market, it's the no-code breakthrough. And it's about that promise of what no-code is going to let us do in the industry. 50% faster to develop applications, 50% less time to implement, and 50% lower cost. So that allows companies in our industry to build custom purpose-built applications faster and quicker than ever before, to lower costs and raise revenues. And that's it. Thank you very much. I'm here to take any questions. We have a booth down here on the side where we are showing off the Tesserae ERP solution. Thank you very much.